Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahne, the Midwest premier sports handicapper, coming to you from TonySpix.com and the half of the morning show duo, The Morning Steam with Ramon Scott. But hope you enjoy this free pick video from our show. Be sure to click in the link in the description for our best bets. Now here is the pick.
The Knicks are on the road to start us off here against the Pacers. And, I guess this one hasn't gone up to, a billion points yet. So maybe you could consider the Knicks. I don't know. But here they are favored in this one by now 8.5 and going up, by the way. So watch out already. The Pacers are 8.5 point dogs now. And the total here is 233.
Oh, I don't know. I don't really like this one, but I'm going to take the Pacers. I know the Knicks are 3-0 over their last 3 here. But the Pacers are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games here, playing on a day's rest. I'm going to go with the Pacers in this one, taking the points.
Yeah, no Halliburton. He's out. Julius Randle's out, though, as well. And maybe that equals things a little bit. Miles Turner, questionable. It'd be good to have him in there if you're the Pacers. I mean, maybe he's not going to play considering this spread has gone up to 8.5 now. I want to see if any reports come, any steam or something here, because that caught me by surprise a little bit. Knicks already up to 8.5. It's about where I, placed it myself. So, but I might be with you here on the pace. Actually, you went with the pace, right?
I did.
Okay, let's see what we got here from the chat. See if they can sway me a little bit. We got TJ on the Knicks. Steven says Knicks double digits. Corday on the Pacers. Pacers don't seem to be kicking it in like some of the other teams at this point. Let's see here. All right. Knicks money line. Got to have Knicks money line on your parlay, says TJ. Thomas Lewis on Indiana. And Butterscotch is on the under. Here's a prop from TJ. Solo on the under here. Oops, let's see. Corday says Knicks have secured their playoff berth. Gary Player likes the Knicks. Curtis Mann, Knicks and under. Kind of like what Corday's saying about the Knicks securing that berth. Julius Randle's got that sprained ankle. Let's go ahead and take the Pacers, Mindy. Right. Plus 8.5 points. Doesn't feel real comfortable, but
right.
I don't know, TJ. You know these professional athletes. These guys, aren't motivated except by money. Seems like to me. I mean, you do get paid extra if you make the playoffs. Nobody cares, if you win playoff series and things like that. All right, here's the Nets on the road, favored by 10.5, total 220.5.
I'm going to take the Pistons here. I like Ivy. I like how he's playing, putting up 30 points a game here. I'm going to take the Pistons. They are 3-1-1 against spread in the last 5 here overall. Like I said, got a half-point win with them last night. Maybe I'll get a half-point win again today. I'm going to take the Pistons.
Yeah, take note. I mean, I think the spread's kind of gone from 11 to 10.5, and compared to what we're seeing on some of these lopsided games, maybe the Pistons will come up with some type of effort here to make it a closer game, make it a single-digit game. So let's see. Scott Smart's got some action there. Let's Butterscotch on Detroit. Looks like TJ's ready to start teasing these NBA games with those high spreads. Maybe that's what he's suggesting there. Here's Stephen Beer, Pistons. He might even sprinkle the money line here. And hey, I mean, some of these are just right. We're seeing here's the thing with some of those big games, right? We saw the big upset, of course, the big Minnesota Portland game. So like I said, teams sometimes don't are motivated, and I've made fun of Portland all week, bringing guys off the street, and they went ahead and beat them.
Right.
So, C-Spill says Pistons cover but lose. TJ leaning to the Pistons. Butterscotch says he likes, as long as it stays double digits, he's interested in Detroit. I'm going to take the under in this game with Brooklyn and Detroit. I think Brooklyn's starting to show a pretty strong penchant to the under. No bet. Okay. All right. Mindy on Detroit. I'm on the under. Raptors and Celtics, right? Is this a big game? Is it not? The Celtics are now a 4-point favorite. Total down to 224.5.
Yeah, I mean, both teams here 2-1 over their last three. Celtics putting up 121, Raptors 118. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the over in this game. Looks like it's actually fallen a little bit here. The over is 6-2 in the Raptors last 8 and 6-2 in the Celtics last 8 overall here as well. I'm going to go over that total of 225.
Yeah, it's definitely falling, and I'm worried about that actually. Mindy, especially from two teams that they kind of tend to go over. So I don't know if I can get on that with you here. Let's take a look at what the chat might be up to. And this one, Nathan's a little behind us. Oh, here he is. Thomas Lewis says Boston plays his good teams difficult. And Steven says he wants the Raptors into I don't know. Fernando, Raptors money line. You guys are on the Raptors here. I'm on the Celtics. I'm on the Celtics for sure in this one. Laying 4 points against the Raptors. They're not, overwhelming covers in this spot, but Toronto not exactly, getting a lot of numbers on the road. I'm going to go ahead and take the Celtics. Mindy will be on the over in this one. Gary Play is on the Celtics. Solo's on the Celtics. Stephen Beer on the over. And TJ on the under. Going against you there. Wizards and Hawks. The Wizards are getting 11 points. Here's one where, the spread's getting a little crazy here. Hawks never beat anybody by this many, right? Hawks 11. Call it 11. 233.5. This total has definitely gone up.
Yeah, I was going to take a look at the Wizards here and these big points. They are still putting up 115 over their rolling average. Hawks 120. Wizards here 4-0 against the spread in the last 4. They're also 6-1 against the spread on Wednesday. Ramon, today's Wednesday. I'm going to take the Wizards.
Respect the move. Go over in this one at 233.5. I was going to check the Steam machine up here and see if it was reported as Steam, because it definitely got a 2-point move. Doesn't indicate that Steam was rolling in, but I'm going to respect the move, certainly. I didn't have it any more higher than this, but man, that's a pretty significant jump.
Yeah, 228 to 233. Boom.
Yeah, so I got to give it out as a play here on the show. I'm not going to go premium with it. I was definitely thinking premium early on to go over in that one, so I'll just give it out there. Hi, Nate. Nice to see you here. Thank you. Here's, I think, Solo's going over in this one. Fernando's on the Hawks. CJ says Wizards, Hawks at home, back at Magic's. I'm not sure what he is saying. Butterscotch on Washington here today. No way the Hawks lose this one outright. No way. I think they might. Didn't go with Mindy as I think it might be. I think you'll see that spread moving. I'm like, well, look out. Wizards probably going to be. But Steven says Wizards in over. Here's a prop from Gary talking about Kuzma on the player props today. And, all the Wizards are questionable at this point, but maybe they'll be in there. Kuzma, Beal, KP, they're all listed as questionable. Trae Young, questionable for Atlanta. DeAndre Hunter, questionable. A lot of question marks in this game, but we're here making free sports picks. So we're going to give out a play. I'm going to give out the over in this one.
All right.
Maybe that I think that the spread really hasn't moved too much, but the total has moved over
a lot.
So to me, there's some indication there that maybe some of those players will be playing. So just not quite sure. Hey, I want to give a few updates that are coming in on a baseball game just to let everybody know right now, because these are more early games. So just want to mention that Giancarlo Stanton is not in the lineup for the Yankees today. Also for the Phillies, Josh Harrison is out today with an ankle injury. So a couple of starters there. A little update there on a couple of starters that just came in here on that other game, on a baseball, but early games. So got to keep you updated on that. Thomas Washington and over. That would be what Mindy and I are on.
Hooray.
Okay. Yeah, no doubt.
Getting in those baseball comments.
Well, I just was thinking about, I shouldn't have looked at it because we're talking about the bat, but then I thought about, he was talking about the game, that I kind of whiffed on that one. Steven, our picks aren't champ. I'm gambling on spots mostly. I'm betting the landscape and everything baked in the line type of thing, and would not change my opinion of the game. Now, if Aaron Judge was out, maybe. Hey, look at that. TJ's got a little wizard
emoji, whatever you want to call it.
C-spill on the Hawks. Mindy's on the Wizards. I'm on the over.
All right.
Yeah. Here's the Bulls. Well, find me someone in the chat that wants to take the Bulls today, because they were really.
I think we saw someone, right, already?
Oh, okay. Well, I thought they were saying it in jest, because the chat was not happy with the Bulls.
No, not at all.
The Discord, anyway. So what's going to happen when they take on the Bucks today? And the Bucks are just a 6.5 point favorite in this one. I imagine that's because Giannis is out, Middleton is out. No, they're in. So are the Bucks in a complacency situation here? Nobody likes the Bulls. I know the Bulls are okay. I mean, yeah, they're almost 500, but the Bucks are only favored by 6.5 and dropping. Mindy, I'm just wondering if somehow, some way, by a tip-off, if we're not going to see the Bucks stars sitting in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not so sure how that's gonna, play out. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I'm gonna go under the total in case something, I don't know, maybe something like that will happen. 7-0 though in the Bulls' last 7 road games. In the under is 8-3 in the Bucks' last 11 on no days rest. So I'm gonna go under. Lost a little bit of value, a couple points a basket already.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah, and I am too. I mean, that's another, indicator to me that something with this game, right? And and again, there it is. Scotch says the Bucks. He's got as a Scotch log. So he says, and he's our Chicago correspondent. He says, fade the Bulls. So, all right. That might, to me, that looks pretty solid, actually. Wondering when the move's going to come in on the Bucks. That's what's worrying me. Like there's going to be some personnel situation here. So Thomas, Chicago, Louise on the Bulls, but here's Steven on the Bucks. So it is good. That's the way I'm seeing it. But man, it's bothering me a little bit that the line is low on this game. But again, we're seeing some unexpected results, I guess. Here's under. It's a strong play from Corday. I agree. I think it's a strong play. It's probably going to be a premium, but it missed 3 points of value. And Mindy says she wants the under. I want the under. So Doubles is here today. Says fade those Bulls. Hi to Howard. Hi to Lucky Power.
Hello.
He says the Bulls didn't even really play yesterday. They just walked out there on the court and stood around. And all right. Well, and why aren't they favored by 10 or more, I would say? Okay. Maybe. So here's TJ with some action. We'll post that. He's got Bucks money line, Rays money line, Yankees money line. Sounds like a parlay.
Sounds like wins. There you go.
TJ on the under. And we're on the under here in this one. Give me the under. Bucks and Bulls with Mindy Hahne. Grizzlies and Pelicans. The Pelicans are favored by 5.5. The total. And there's another dropper. It's all the way down to 228.5. What was this one? As high as
232?
232-ish?
Man. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Grizzlies here. They're 5-1 against the spread the last 6 meetings here with those Pelicans. Taking the Grizzlies today.
Respect this move. Take the under in this one with the Grizzlies and the Pelicans. Missing out on plenty of value. Get on it now before it goes any lower. I think it might. And that's the way Fernando, I think, is going to be on the under with me. Mindy's on the Grizzlies here. Pelicans win, Grizz cover. A close game here for C-Spill. He likes the over, though, in this one. TJ's got a prop. Shaw under. Thomas Lewis on New Orleans here. I might be with Thomas on this one. Fernando says under. He wants to. Is he going to buy it back up to 232.5? Because this one, there's no doubt, it says 229 on screen. Just because I'm too lazy to change it. It's pretty much 228.5 everywhere. Grizzlies could be in a position to sit their players, Corday says. This one got sent out a much lower number than this, but it's pretty much open at 5 or so. But no indication yet that the Grizzlies that anybody will be sitting other than for some injury purposes, maybe. TJ on the Pelicans, Gary on the Pelicans, and Stephen on the Pelicans. Solo says go under.
Sweet prop right there.
Yeah. I read it wrong at first. I was like thinking of Giddy, and I'm like, wait a minute, he's not on that team. Am I tired? Am I not awake yet? No, he's gonna gritty. He's gonna do the gritty dance.
Dance, yeah.
Butterscotch wants Memphis with you, Mindy. Mindy's on Memphis. Butterscotch is on Memphis. I'm on the under. Grizzlies and Pelicans today. I do like these NBA totals today, even though everybody's down on the NBA. I think that the moves are going to pay. The moves are going to be right. I can't out-handicap the Sharps at this time of year. Market. I'm going to be trusting the market in this one and figure that I would just be guessing. I'm a handicapper first and foremost, but like I often say, I can't outthink the masses. or the sharps, I should say, because again, some of these are getting, you see some of them still getting bet up. All right, Mavericks -6 now, 241.5. Here's another dropping total. Six and 241.5.
We're doing the Mavericks. I do not have them covering this one. Kings are 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 road games here, 8-2 in the last 10. I just like the Kings here in this spot, and I like them getting points.
All right. Take the points. 6 points now, and this one was some of the early numbers were a little lower than this, certainly, but this total, another one here, dropping. It was as high as 245.5, which is a massive total. Now it's 241.5. Guess what? It's probably going lower than this, and I like the under. But Mindy, first we have breaking news. We want to welcome our viewer of the day, Michelle Foster.
There we go.
Our viewer of the day, new to the show. Thank you, Michelle. Pleasure to have you. Welcome to the Morning Steam. Free sports picks 6 days a week with Mindy, Hahne, and I. Sounds like you knew what we were about. Maybe you're just checking in for the first time, so welcome. All right, Parlay J says it's a big game for the Mavs. Pressure's on. I like the Mavs maybe, but I'm going to take the under. Solo looks like on the under. Sputterscotch says Mavs are duck faces. Give me the Kings.
That's the vomit, Ramon. Vomit. They're vomit.
I am just maybe I'm just showing my age. I can't get with these emojis.
It's just hard to see, but
Okay,
it does kind of look like a duck, right? Like it really does. If you look, if the farther you get back, the more it looks like a duck with a green bill.
They shouldn't make a vomit emoji. That sounds terrible. Okay. Nathan on the Kings. You guys are all over the Kings in this one. Man, I think Dallas is going to look, I don't ever want to lay down. Everybody knows that, right? But I mean, to me, I'm starting to throw out all the season-long trend. I'm done with them. I'm playing spots. There just doesn't. And I know, Mindy, you're on the Kings. Everybody's on the Kings. I get it. Oh, is that a new hat?
Yeah, it is a new hat. I got a gift yesterday. I don't know if you can see. Here, look. So it has my name on it, and then if I go this way, look it has the dogs on it. Can you see that?
Oh my God! Was it your birthday yesterday?
Juno Whitney. No, I think it was one that might have been ordered for my birthday. It just took a long time to get here.
Wow.
Yeah, so it has the dogs on there, and then it has like some paws underneath and stuff. Yeah.
Moneyline Mills is here today. Yeah, I like this NBA. I like these totals. You guys,
even though they need to have the white dog a lot bigger.
Yeah, well, yeah, but maybe that, and unless I'm sure a picture, you provide a picture, and
this one just heard her name.
I like those border collie videos where they have like 20 border collies and they call them one at a time. I guess other dogs too, but
that's to get their bone or whatever it is.
Yeah, and they know their name, and they all sit there, the 20 dogs, and they say like, Peter. Peter goes. All right, Nathan with a few more comments about that game. Hello, Latifah. All hail. Latifah's here. All right, Stephen Mavs and over. Fernando Mavs money line. So I'm starting to get talking a few people into the Mavs a little bit. I don't want to talk you off of Mindy's play, everybody.
Talking them into it, Ramon.
It's going to be hard. We kind of want to use them on the premium side, and it's just tough because we know how much I do not want to ever lay points with the Mavericks. But all of a sudden it seems like this is the one spot to do it. But
All right.
yeah, Dallas said, Butterscotch said they'll disappoint. Okay. They like that hat.
Yeah, they think maybe I should buy you one.
Yeah, well, right. Nobody wants to look at my head. So Lakers and Clippers. The Clippers are a 4.5-point favorite. The total 230.
So the Lakers were getting 2. Now they're getting 4. I love it. I'm taking the Lakers. They're 5-1 against the spread in their last 6. Yeah, I'm gonna go with them today. Go Lakers after, what did they do? Give it up in overtime, or did they take it in overtime? It was one of those. Can't remember. They did not cover though.
All right, Mindy. I'm on the Lakers, man.
Let's
This
go
has gotta
Lakers.
be the
That's right.
spot.
Get
This has
ourselves a
gotta be
3-pack.
it. Lakers. 4.5 points.
Consensus play. Lakers.
Lakers. Yeah, it is, because everyone in the chat's just going crazy with Lakers.
We haven't seen that kind of consensus in a while.
But Thomas Lewis, he can't lose.
That's right. He's taking that LA team.
He's taking Los Angeles. Oh no, he said right out there. Okay. I thought he was gonna leave it at that. Thought he was gonna leave it at just say Los Angeles. He's wondering about AD tonight. I don't think there's any situation. I think those guys are quite. They're listed as questionable, possible rest. To me, that does worry me actually. And I would say that, Mindy and I got to make this call right now. And, I'll take the Lakers with it, at this point. But, I will probably consider taking the Lakers if those guys sit and they end up getting them, 10 or 12 points.
Parlay J coming in with more props. It's amazing.
Oh, okay. Did I miss that?
No, it's coming.
It's a good brew, yeah.
Gritty, bruise, streaker.
No, Thomas, PG is out. PG is definitely out right now. Out until further notice. No timetable, I believe, is the status. So, yep. But it does worry me, though, possible rest listed there for both LeBron and AD. Well, that's too bad, but we'll take them now, Mindy. We're going to be eating money if they don't play because we're not going to be getting 10 or 12 points either.
So thanks for watching, and make sure you get over to the Tony'sPicks.com website right now and check out our All Cappers tab where you can purchase some of our own personal picks. And be sure to go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Okay, have fun. Watch another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.